Piano teachers, how to help your students keep a round hand during piano lessons and also build that habit of a correct finger and hand and wrist position on the piano keyboard. I use what I call a tunnel hand. What does that mean? My hand is as round as a tunnel, so that if I turn it like that, a car can pass through that tunnel. Like that, I check it during the lessons. The tunnel is not going to fall onto the car and collapse on it. Neither will it not be a tunnel. It will be so high. Well, usually you won't have students doing this mistake. Usually the mistake is that they're keeping their hands and their fingers a little bit flat or opening either from this side or from this side. So I start with pinching, a slight pinch with my pencil on top of their finger pillows. What are the finger pillows? It's that region which is just exactly right after our nails and a little bit before this part of our finger, which is the longest part, which is a little bit before our first joint, the top phalange, as they call it in anatomy. So I pinch it so that I also have them remember with their and feel where exactly should they place their fingertips when they play the keys, except for the thumb, which is gonna play sideways because it's laying down on the piano keyboard. It's not vertical like that, falling like the other fingers. So this is the region sideways on our thumb, or where to press the keys. So this way it's as if I'm awakening their fingers and where exactly they should be playing, as if I'm activating these cells here, or make the blood run a little bit more into these areas. And then I ask them to play different keys, either with one finger, just to see one by one, or 5 fingers in a row, going up and going down. So finger pillows is one way that you can use this method to create a round hand, because you can explain also, I like to explain the two extremes so that they understand the mistake. If they play a little bit more closer to the nails, they're gonna make their fingers so round that it's gonna slip onto the piano keyboard. So they should not be playing closer to the nails, and of course not even touching it, right? And then I show the other extreme, to play after this, closer to this first joint. So instead of this pillow here, if they play here, this also happens quite often, so then their fingers are a little bit flat, as if they're falling, as if they're making the tunnel fall apart and trap the car inside. And then we can also use the curved joint. So if you have, let's say, a train with 3 wagons, so the first phalange is the first wagon, second and third, and the joints here are uniting those 3 wagons. This joint here has to be always curved. This is also a common mistake, where we'll see our students, just to press a little bit more strength onto the piano keyboard, they will do this. And also they don't have the muscle memory, right? So we're gonna have to, our hands have a lot of joints and a lot of details inside the hands, so we're gonna have to help them build those muscle memories to correctly place their fingers and hands onto the piano. So a curved joint, so that a real tunnel is created and a car can always pass through the tunnel and not have it collapsed. Like if I have the joints here are more flattened, this does not look like a tunnel. It's not round in any way. So finger pillows, curved joints, and there you have it, a tunnel hand and a round hand of your little pianists.